Hey Gemini, welcome to your September 2024 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. Feels like your cards just already want to come out. But I want to say really quickly, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there you can purchase a read. But let's take a look here, Gemini. Let's see. You got the Five of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles is in the position of the good stuff, and so is the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Queen of Pentacles here for the overall energy. A lot of Pentacles are pulling here in this reading. So there could be definitely a lot of energy and focus here this month and for the rest of the month on your foundation in regards to whether it's work, career, projects, money, resources, finances here. I think at this time, your overall energy is like you're trying to figure out a way how to create here, but create something that you actually want and create something that you actually will enjoy here. And I do see you starting to find that connection to the things here that you've been wanting to create. I see you tapping into a flow here with this Page of Cups. Six of Cups is here in the outcome. I think things are going to turn out better than you expect. I love that the Six of Cups is in the outcome because it is the restoring of simplicity after some form of experience that we have gone through to where we have maybe felt hopeless, or we just have felt just the heaviness of things emotionally, or just the challenges of things emotionally here. But the Six of Cups is the card of restoring things, getting back into that energy of peace, serenity, also feeling like you're receiving a blessing and that things are starting to become more simple again here. Let's pull your oracle cards before we jump into your reading. Let's see. You pull this Sun Spirit card. It says lost compass, getting back to integrity here. And you pull this, you are being called into service, believe in your own guidance at this time. I think it's very important for you to believe in your own guidance at this time, especially with the with the High Priestess here in your current energy. The High Priestess is very connected to this in a way, because the High Priestess does deal with the inner wisdom that can flow through us, that tells us, where we should go or what we should do. It's like our own inner voice, our own inner compass. And I see this energy kind of playing out for you right now, to where if I were you, Gemini, I would really listen to your intuition on things here. Sometimes like we can like feel this intuitive sense of whether we should do something or whether we shouldn't do something. I feel like if you don't listen to your intuition, I kind of feel you may be upset. You'd be like, oh damn, like I should have listened to my intuition. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, but I think the more you like rely on your intuition with things, I think the better. I mean, we're having a lunar eclipse in Pisces, right, on the 17th. Whenever you're watching this, if you're watching this after, then it's already happened. But, the energy is still playing out. Just because the eclipse is happening on the 17th doesn't mean, like, the eclipse is over. No, like, it's still playing out. So, and it's in Pisces, and Pisces does deal with intuition and our clairvoyant abilities, right? So, and it's it's squaring you. I just thought about that, Gemini. So it's squaring you because Pisces is a mutable sign, and it squares you. And so at this time, it's like logically you'd be maybe wanting to make, you may be like really trying to figure things out, but it's almost like it feels very confusing. But your intuition could be saying like, hey, like do this, or listen to this, or follow this. And I'm not saying not to be rational or logical, right? No, like definitely be logical and rational, but also there is that other part, the intuitive part. I would definitely listen to your intuition here. So I think at this time, it's like you're needing direction. It's like you're feeling confused. And I kind of pick up intuitively as well. It's like you're wondering like what you can, or what you should commit to, or what you can do differently here, or how you can commit to something better here to improve your situation or something like that. And so this Lost Compass card is saying, it says getting back to integrity. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I think you maybe are feeling a bit lost. I think we all are, especially when we're coming into eclipse season. And it's like there's so many changes, there's so many weird energies that it can feel like, okay, I don't know what to do, or I don't know what's going on, but I'm like having to surrender. But sometimes eclipses can come in and shake things up, right? Like, and we can just feel lost and not know like what to do. And I think it's very important to listen to your spirit at this time. You did pull this Sun card. It says spirit. Definitely listen to your spirit. And the sun does represent like our being. Sometimes it's like, I always look at it as like three states. There's being, thinking, and doing. Yeah, being, thinking, doing. Being, thinking, doing, feeling. There's four. Sometimes we can be too much in our feelings. Sometimes we can be too much thinking. Sometimes we can just be doing things and it's not getting us anywhere. And sometimes we can just be being too much, right? Just like not doing anything, right? But I feel like at this time, it's like the universe is like wanting you to connect to your being. Like if you can't Because I feel like even with eclipses, and I think this is very important to point out, like because we're in eclipse season, it's like a lot of these things are like out of your control at this time, and the only thing you can do is surrender to what is going on. I'm not saying to like totally not take care of the things that you can control, right? But all the external things that are changing is like you can't control those things anyways. And so eclipses show us like, you think that you're in control of certain things, but of these external things, but you really never were. Like for instance, like yes, you can control like whether or not you like wash the dishes, make your bed, apply for jobs, do your work, right? Like of course you can control all those things, and you should control all those things. But there's like other things that are outside of your control that we can't control, right? And so we kind of just have to like do what we can do and see what happens, with the results down the line, and just kind of be okay with things, right? And that's that sun card, is like being okay, still being happy, not letting external things knock you off your center or knock you off your path of happiness, right? Or knock you out of a rhythm of joy, right? It's about staying in that rhythm of joy regardless of things that are out of your hands at this time. And I know that's a lot easier said than done, but I think you can do it, Gemini. You did pull this Five of Pentacles here. You pull the Five of Pentacles here in the position of the good stuff here. Well, the Five of Pentacles it's like when we feel left out in the cold, we feel abandoned, right? There's a story about the Five of Pentacles. The story goes, they don't really know if these people are refusing to go inside and get help or whether or not they've been kicked out. And this is like where it comes in. It's like you get to decide what your circumstances mean to you. Right, so let's just say, for instance, something does happen and it moves you in a new direction. Sometimes we can like slip into a victim mindset of like, see, like God hates me, or nothing ever works out for me, or I have bad luck, or we can be like, okay, maybe God is pushing me in a different direction here, and maybe I'm moving, and maybe this is my chance here to create something even better, or to move in and do something even better. And that's what I feel like this Five of Pentacles energy is. It's like something that you may be thinking is a bad thing actually is not a bad thing. It's actually something that's setting you up for something really good, but it's all in the way in which you see it. You have the Nine of Pentacles here in the position also of the good stuff. And the Nine of Pentacles is saying here, focus on your blessings. Focus on the finer things, the little things here that you have in your life that you can be grateful for. I also want to say too, Nine of Pentacles is about enjoying your life regardless of like, it's about enjoying your life even in the midst of change. And that you can always find something to be grateful for. You can always find something to like enjoy, right, to help you ground. And I want to say Nine of Pentacles in the good stuff as well is a harvest. So if you've been working hard, Eight of Pentacles in your challenge. So I do see that you have been working and you have been mastering things, and you probably feel very busy at this time, Gemini. But the Nine of Pentacles is symbolic of your harvest is coming through your persistence, and that's what the snail on the Nine of Pentacles represents. It represents the persistence, right, that she has gone through, which has given her fruits, which is symbolic of the grapes in the background, which is symbolic of blessings. Yeah, the High Priestess, like I said, in your current energy at this time, I think you're just being encouraged here at this time. It's like you're really having to lean upon your intuition and surrender here. And I think at this time for you, Gemini, it's all about mindset for you. It's like what you tell yourself at this time is true, and it could be good or bad. So if you're telling yourself, I'm a failure, well, then that's going to be like your reality. But if you tell yourself like, I'm successful, I'm going to be successful, then that's what's going to shape and create your reality here. And also too, it's like the High Priestess sometimes can be like to where we're like visualizing so much bad stuff that it's like almost in a way we feel like it's like it like starts to manifest, and we're like, see, I knew it. But it's like the High Priestess also shows us like when you can also visualize good stuff and see that happening as well, and that creates more good stuff. So with this Queen of Pentacles here being the overall energy, I think for you for the rest of the month, this is about like you having to focus on your there's a focus on your stability and your foundation. It could be with home or work, or even just with your own personal self. Maybe there's personal goals that you have. Maybe some of you are like trying to, maybe you're wanting to have a glow up or something like that. Maybe you're in the midst of a glow up. But I think overall, it's like you're just having to like really attend to the practical things here, and and you're having to like really stay focused with these things. You have the Eight of Pentacles here in the challenge, and it's like you may be feeling like you're doing a lot of work, but maybe not getting anywhere, or you're kind of stuck in a position here to where things aren't progressing. And I feel like the Spirit's wanting you to reset your intention here. The Ace of Swords is your advice, and the Ace of Swords is an intention. It's a newer idea or a newer thought, or it's a newer intention that we set when we go into something here. And it doesn't have to be something new. Like it doesn't have to be something totally new that you're doing. It can be with anything in your life, but we can always change our intention or how we approach a situation. So the Ace of Swords is saying it's all in your mind. It's all in your thoughts here. It's all in your mindset here. And, I think by thinking positive at this time and, not slipping into the negative and looking at the truth of the situation, of course. But the Ace of Swords is saying here, like, to set an intention, especially if you're lost. By setting an intention, it's like now you have something to follow. You have the Page of Cups here in the future position. I think you're getting support here in the future here, Gemini, or you're getting love or compassion from a person here. But I also kind of see this as you too. The Page of Cups does represent the muse within the dream. And the muse is like the divine inspiration that flows through you, and the dream is something that you're envisioning. So there is this energy here of you starting to feel positive about something here, or like starting to find the flow and the rhythm of something here, or feeling just more positive with the direction of how something is going here, which is making you feel good here. I think at this time you're also really being encouraged here to tap into your creative side, right, and explore your creativity. You did pull the Six of Cups here in the outcome, which is the gift from the universe, right, a blessing. And so that's what I'm seeing you here receive in the outcome toward the end of the month. And I just feel like things are restoring itself and getting back to a more simpler energy here. There may have been some shakeups or some shakeups that you're going through right now to where you don't feel the Six of Cups energy. Maybe you're feeling the Five of Cups energy, right? Or maybe you're kind of just feeling the Four of Cups, bummed out or just, disappointed, whatever the case might be. But I think the Six of Cups is you really finding that inner joy again, finding that inner sense of fulfillment and meaning again, and also things being more simple too, especially if you've been feeling like, oh, things are chaotic and I don't feel grounded. I think the Six of Cups is you coming into a grounded energy. You did pull the Eight of Wands here in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of here. And the Eight of Wands is the height of ambition, and it's also about positive thinking and a positive mindset, because this is connected to the archetype of Mercury and Mercury and Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is all about positivity, adventure. It's connected to Jupiter, and Jupiter rules positivity. And Mercury deals with the intellect and our thought process. And also, in which that's why the ambition comes in, because it's like when we have an idea, Mercury, something that we're thinking about, all the positivity, with Sag, and the hope that's there for these things to happen, inspires us and wants us and moves us it moves us to like be ambitious, to take big actions here. And I think that's what you're being encouraged to do here. Clarify the Five of Pentacles in the position of the good stuff. You have the Emperor here. Yeah, the Emperor is saying, the Emperor represents how it's the ability to self-govern oneself, right? And that's what I was getting, was like taking care of the controllables that you can take care of, and anything that you can't take care of, don't worry about, don't stress about, right? But the Emperor is saying, as long as we're holding ourselves accountable, we can be able to get through anything. And so I see here in the good stuff, I feel like this is you. I kind of see you here, Gemini, be real. I kind of see you like getting out of the victim mindset, or like the woe is me. I think you're really getting out of that, and you're stepping into your power, the Emperor, and you're starting to feel that connection to your power. And what I mean by that is like you're starting to feel like, oh, I actually can do these things. I've been telling myself that I couldn't, but now that I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, okay, like I can do these things. And that's putting you in an energy of confidence and more self-determination. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles for the overall energy. You have the Eight of Swords. There's a lot of things I feel like you are trying to figure out, though. Eight of Swords can be analysis paralysis, because it's just like we're so caught up in like all these things that we're thinking about and things that we're worried about. The Queen of Pentacles reminds us, though, that we can be in the mind all day long, but sometimes it's like we got to start just doing things, right? We got to start creating things. So I see you here, it's like instead of thinking, I see you like starting to do. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. You have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, Ten of Wands is getting to the finish line, right? With the burdens that you have took on in order for you to accomplish something. So, and that Nine of Pentacles is symbolic of a harvest. So your hard work is paying off, and I feel like it will pay off here for you. Clarify the High Priestess in your current energy. Strength card, yeah. This is about inner strength, your inner world, your inner sense of your inner courage, your inner strength. And right now, it's like you're having to really rely on that. And you may be having to really rely on yourself at this time to figure things out. But I see you here, you do have the, the intelligence here and the wisdom and the capability here to get things done. I think you really are just having to believe in yourself, Gemini. And I think that's what you're learning too, in a way. It's like really believing in yourself and understanding that, like that you can do things here by yourself, if that makes sense. I'm not saying like to just only do things by yourself, right? But I think you're realizing like there's a part of you here that's like has to do things by yourself, and now you're doing them. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. You pulled the Justice card here. Okay, so I think your challenge at this time is like you're trying to make improvements. You're trying to bring things back into balance here. You're very aware, I feel, as well, that things have to be done. And if they don't get done, there's going to be consequences, right? So if there's like a deadline or something, and if you don't get it done by the deadline, then obviously, that's not going to be good, right? But, I think you're aware, though, of like, okay, I have to start making changes. Or start doing things here. Clarify the Page of Cups in the future. You have the Six of Pentacles here. Yep. It's like you are getting support and help here. So if you've been looking for support and help, I do see you getting that. If you've been looking for reciprocal energy in regards to a situation, I do see you getting that here as well. And I think also with this Page of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, it's like you're really starting to create emotional stability here, like and it feels like security as well. This also could be, I want to say if you're like unemployed, you could be getting a job offer, or if you're employed, you could be getting new clientele, or newer customers, or an increase in business here. But Six of Pentacles is karmic rewards, and the Justice card is karma itself. So you're getting your karmic rewards in the future. Clarify the Eight of Wands. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Clarify this Ace of Swords. You have the Empress. Six of Cups. You have the King of Swords. Yeah, the Empress, Ace of Swords as advice is setting the intention about what you want to create. Getting clear about what you value, getting clear about what's going to bring pleasure with your creations, right? If you're going to create something, you might as well do something that is enjoyable, right? So the Ace of Swords and the Empress is about getting clear about what you want to create. Also, I'm hearing getting clear about what you want to offer as well, if you're like a business, or if you have a business, or it doesn't just have to be with business, but I think Ace of Swords as well, Empress, as your advice is understanding what your values are and staying in alignment with your values, not stepping outside of those, and starting to focus on what you want to create and setting the intention to create prosperity, to create the abundance that you want, and to find the harmony and the joy that you want. You have the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands in the position of something you're unaware of here. Yeah, the Seven of Wands, it's interesting because this is what I pick up for you, Gemini. Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands is about having realistic expectations. But I kind of feel in a way, you've kind of set the bar low for yourself. Now, what I mean by that is like, I feel like you're actually capable of a lot more. And that's that Strength card, High Priestess, in your current energy at this time. It's like understanding, it's like at this time, I feel like you're trying to, you want to do more here. And I feel like you're realizing you can do more. And so the Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands is saying raise the bar here in regards to what you want to achieve. Because I feel like when you do so, it's like you actually start to see that you're a lot more capable than you think you are. You did pull the Six of Cups here, King of Swords in the outcome. Yeah, I feel like finally it's like your mind is becoming clear, and like there's harmony and there's joy and there's simplicity, and you're not overwhelmed with things like with this Eight of Swords energy. Like this King of Swords, you're structured, you're disciplined, you're focused, your mind is clear. You're in the moment, in the present, Six of Cups, and you're trusting in the present, and you're trusting in your future, and you're trusting in yourself here. And also, I feel like there's trust being restored here in a relationship as well, if that's what it is that you've been trying to create in your life. You pulled this blue well card. It says unity, resonance, magnificence, mastery here. And the Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastery, but it's in the challenge. So there could be something that you're doing at this time that you're mastering, or that you have been mastering here. And I think you're a lot better than you think you are with something here. So this card says magnificence. It's like believing in your magnificence here, or believing that you could be magnificent. You pulled this Dugong card. It says trust, grace, mystery, and humor. And I just said something about trust. So I feel like there's trust here that you're having in yourself, but also with life and the universe, but also in your relationships too. So I feel like your spirit's wanting you to have grace, trust in the mystery of things, explore the mystery. And the humor part of the card is like not taking things too serious in life, you know, having fun and enjoying. Nine of Pentacles, like I said, you know, your successes or just the smaller things in life, right? And don't forget those good things that you have in your life. You pulled this Discipline card. It says time here. I knew it was almost like a deadline or like timing. Eight of Pentacles, Justice card, you know, it almost kind of feels like maybe critical timing. It's like your intuition saying like, yeah, now's the time to do this. Like, we got to start doing this. And this is where you really have to listen to that, because I feel here it's like, you know, it's almost like the universe is like calling for you to do certain things. So I would definitely listen to your intuition. So that's what I got for you, Gemini, in your mid-month reading. I'm gonna leave your reading here. I appreciate you for watching. Again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you're new to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe and also hit the like button. Otherwise than that, Gemini, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.